On July the 20th, 1974, Turkey invades the island of Cyprus. On August the 14th of the same year, the Turkish plan is completed with a second assault, leading to the occupation of 37% of the island, making it the only European country whose borders are violated by a foreign army of occupation. As a result, a line has been drawn across the map of Cyprus, the Green Line, which assumes the character of a physical barrier, a barrier which still stands today.
Good morning.
Good morning. How can I help you?
I'm looking for Benvenuto Lorini's book, Delle Fortificazioni.
That's a very old book. The girl over there is using it now, but it's a reference book and I'm afraid you won't be able to borrow it.
Thank you very much. I'll see if I can share it with her. Excuse me, I believe you're working on the Lorini book.
Oh yes, here it is.
Can I use it when you're finished?
Oh, you can use it now. I'm done with it for the day. Only, please be careful not to lose my marks.
What a coincidence. It looks like this girl is working on the Nicosia walls too. I wonder where she is from.
Excuse me, I'm leaving now. Could you please return the Lorini book to the desk for me?
Yes, sure.
Thanks. By the way, my name's Semira.
I'm Katerina.
Katerina. That sounds Greek. But what did she need the Lorini book for?
The woman at the library said that the girl I borrowed the book from is a Cypriot.
I wonder if we're working on the same project. She might be a Greek Cypriot.
How would she feel if she knew I'm a Cypriot too? But Semira is not a Greek name. Hi again.
Hi.
I see you're still working on the Lorini book.
Yes, I have to finish the last chapter of my thesis before going back home.
What is it you're working on?
I'm working on the Venetian walls of Nicosia.
What a coincidence, so am I.
Are you?
The walls that were constructed during the third quarter of the 16th century.
Mm-hmm. You know, those walls are very strong because of the 11 bastions. Originally, there were 3 fortified gates, now known as the Famagusta Gate, the Karinia Gate, and the Paphos Gate.
Yes, I know. Did you know that those gates were named after famous persons? Have a look here. This book. For example, on the southeast, the Famagusta Gate used to be called Porta Giuliana, out of compliment to Giulio Savornano. And then, on the north side, Caerinia Gate used to be called Del Proveditore, out of Proveditore Francesco Barbaro. And then on the west side, Paphos Gate was called San Domenico.
Yes. You know, urgent restoration work has to start on the walls of Nicosia. Actually, this is why I'm flying back home. There's a special United Nations program, and I feel it's what I would like to do.
I can't believe you're from Cyprus. But Semira is not a Greek name, is it?
No, it's not. Although I do come from Cyprus, I'm a Turkish Cypriot.
Semira, try to understand. I still feel anger deep inside of me for what happened during 1974. The invasion, the killing, the looting of our homes and churches, the raping of our people. It is as if part of us has been wiped out. Both my father and mother are Greek, from an island that has been Greek ever since its early existence.
And where do I fit in? I feel Cypriot too. Cyprus is my home. I was born there. My parents are Turkish and they come from Limassol.
You came into my history in 1571, when again the Turks captured the island by force and sent settlers there, just like the last bloody war of 1974.
That's enough, Katerina, please. Arguing for an hour or even a day won't take us anywhere. We both belong to Cyprus, and finding what we have in common is far more important than finding what separates us. You and I are working on the same project. We study the architecture of the world, and we both decided to work on the restoration of the walls of Nicosia. After all, we both want to preserve this part of our common history.
This country took 9,000 years to build, so it is not for any generation to partition it. But we do face the Green Line every day, an absurdity in the European world.
My parents left northern Cyprus to come and work in England, but I can tell you one thing for sure. We Turkish Cypriots want to go back as much as you do, and with a little effort from both sides, we could plan ahead.
Yes. How can anyone divide a country with a Green Line? Who gains out of such a division?
Of these, and there was many a willing pair, both children of the Isles, though distant far, both born beneath a sea-presiding star, both nourished amidst nature's native scenes, loved to the last, whatever intervenes between us and childhood's sympathy, which still reverts to what first caught the eye.
We call this dish dolma. It doesn't sound very Greek to me, though.
Oh, it's of a Turkish origin.
Really?
Yes. Hey, my mother made some burek for us before she went on holidays with my father to Cyprus.
Burek, you said?
Yes.
We call them burekia. I'd give anything to have some right now. I really miss them. Oh, come and see something.
What?
It's some of the material I'm collecting for my thesis on Nicosia. Look at these pictures closer. That was another world. See there? It's the marketplace, which was once the main shopping area of Nicosia. It used to be called Ginekopazaro, and it was just on the so-called Green Line.
Oh, I see. Oh, look at this one. Oh, these look like Huns.
Yes, they are the Huns of Nicosia, very famous at the time.
I love the Buyukan and the Kumarcilar. They're really magnificent buildings and so appropriate for reuse right now.
Can you imagine being able to walk or ride our bikes across the line?
And create green areas for our kids to play in and enjoy a whole new life together instead of arguing over a stupid line.
Some natural tears they dropped, but wiped them soon. The world was all before them, where to choose their place of rest, and Providence their guide. They, hand in hand, with wandering steps and slow, through Eden took their solitary way.
Well, listen, I'm leaving in a week. I fly to Ankara first and then to Ercan Airport outside Nicosia.
You know there is an airport in Nicosia, a deserted one. But we both have to fly to different airports, because that one is on the Green Line.
I know. Listen, here's my address. I'll be there for 3 weeks. Let's promise to try and meet there, okay?
Okay.
Cyprus Airways announces the arrival of flight CY337 from London. Welcome to Cyprus.
Cyprus Turkish Airlines announces the arrival of flight YK-12 from Istanbul. Welcome to Cyprus.
Then, when their drought was quenched, looked sadly round, as wondering how so many still were found alive and fetterless, but silent all. Each sought his fellow's eyes, as if to call on him for language which his lips denied, as though their voices with their cause had died.
Δεν περνάς κύρα Μαρία, δεν περνάς, δεν περνάς. Δεν περνάς κύρα Μαρία, δεν περνάς, περνάς. Θα να πάω εις τους κήπους, δεν περνώ, δεν περνώ. Θε να πάω εις τους κήπους, δεν περνώ, παίρνω. Τι θα κάνεις εις τους κήπους, δεν περνάς, δεν περνάς. Τι θα κάνεις εις τους κήπους, δεν περνάς, περνάς. Θα να κόψω δυο βιολέτες, δεν περνώ, δεν περνώ. Θα να κόψω δυο βιολέτες, δεν περνώ, παίρνω. Τι θα κάνεις τις βιολέτες, δεν περνάς, δεν περνάς. Τι θα κάνεις τις βιολέτες, δεν περνάς, παίρνας. Θα τις βάσω στην καλή μου, δεν περνώ, δεν περνώ. Θα τις δώσω στην καλή μου, δεν περνώ, παίρνω.
What we are looking for in this wall, through the architecture of the deserted monuments and through the spaces of the most distant gardens of the city, is to allow in this image, naturally conceived, the poetic realm of our existence, our identity, which is barely expressed. This is the loveliest and saddest landscape in the world. It is here where Katerina and Semira first appeared on Earth. Look at it carefully, so that you'll be sure to recognize it in case you travel to the Mediterranean Sea someday. And if you should come upon this place, do not ignore it. Wait for a time, under a star, next to a stone, close to the deserted wall. And if someone comes to you and tells you that the wall does not exist anymore, please do not leave me in my sadness. Send me word that you met him,